it's Danny. I'm here to talk about something really exciting today. Well, it's really exciting to me, and hopefully it'll be really exciting to you too. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth about some of the products I have, most of which are books. But I thought it would be a great way to do it through video. You've probably seen on my website or on social media some information about the various books and products I have, and I do have ebooks and e-workbooks that I'm not going to show you guys today because they're and I don't feel like printing them out. But you can check those out on my website, and there'll be links down below, as well as links to where you can get all the products that I'm going to talk about right now. Let's start with my most recent product, which is kind of a different one for me. It's not a book or a workbook or anything like that. It is stickers. These are my self-love stickers, and I sell these on my Etsy shop. And I design these myself, and I love stickers in general, and I love promoting self-love. So I thought, why not combine the two? I spoke at my high school's career day a few months ago, and I made something really similar to this as a handout for all of the girls at my former high school. And after I made it, I thought, you know what? That would be great as a product. So why don't I give it a try and see? So I made these stickers, and I love how they turned out. The one that I'm particularly excited about, I call it a mirror sticker. But if you're looking, you might be wondering, well, why is this one backwards? It says, "You've got this." Well, you know how when you look in the mirror and you have writing on your shirt or something, it's backwards? This is the opposite. It's backwards when you look at it normally, but when you put it on in the mirror, it'll say, "You've got this." So you need a little extra encouragement, or you've got something big coming up, like a presentation or a test or something you're worried about. You can put it on and look at it in the mirror, and you'll get a little boost of self-love. So that's what those look like. I'm really excited about these, and it was very exciting to do a printed product because it's not something I had ever done before. Plus, who doesn't love stickers, So okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see, what should we do next? Okay, how about we do my Everyday Matters 2016 diary. Now, it's about halfway through the year now, but it's not too late to get this diary, or planner as we often say here in the US. This is something that I created in 2015, 2016, and also in 2017, and I love it. It's a little bit hard to see the color because my camera is not the best, but it's really a bright, pretty green. It looks, let me see if I get it closer. Yeah, there you can kind of see it. So this is a planner. It also comes in a small size as well, and it's about this big and doesn't have the spiral. It's just a pocket one. I like the bigger one personally, but some people I know really like to take it on the go, and the smaller one's much better for that. So basically what this is, it is a planner, and it's got lined pages like this. I love how it's almost like a list every single day, because that's how I plan. I usually actually end up making little check boxes next to everything I have to do, and then I check it off. Or if for some reason it gets moved, I can just draw a little arrow over, which is great because not wasting time rewriting things over and over again. So this is actually great too if you're not really into planners and you don't keep one regularly. Like, you could just have your daily to-do list, or even weekly if you don't want to write it every day. You can put it in here. So backing up a little bit, let me tell you the concept. Basically, you got a front page that says happy whatever, and it tells you about all of the themes. Each month throughout the year has a theme. And I'll just quickly read you the ones that we have for 2016. Happiness, creativity, truth, beauty, simplicity, kindness, mindfulness, gratitude, wisdom, courage, curiosity, and growth. So those are the themes for 2016. What's awesome about this is that each spread starts off, so this is January, starts off with a whole paragraph and an affirmation about that. Whoa, look how red my hair got. I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that each month has this theme and talks about the theme. You've got an affirmation, and then what's great about it is it carries out throughout the whole month. And at the top, every week has a quote. And then down at the bottom, I've written a little paragraph with, I don't know if you can see it, if it's going to focus, but it tells you some suggestions on how to make that quote a part of your life. The goal with this, and the goal with almost everything I do, is to try to make things really accessible. I love this. This is, as I said, the second one that I've done. I did for 2015, 2016. And then, got exciting 2017. This is what the cover looks like. It's got the pretty blue and the cherry blossoms, which I love because they always kind of remind me of DC, and I am from the suburbs of DC. So I love this spread for 2017. I think actually maybe I'll do a video on this one in terms of in-depth going through the pages. Maybe not every single page because who has time for that, but maybe just going a little bit more in depth so you can see it and decide if you want it, because as somebody who loves planners, like my whole life I've had a planner. I think probably even when I was like a little kid, and what was I planning? I don't know, like play dates or something. I just love them. I love being organized. I love having my planner, but been through so many planners in my life because it's really hard to find the one that works best for you. There's always something that's like, oh, I love this one, but I wish it was this. I wish the size was different. I wish, you know, the boxes were different, the lines were different. It's always a little bit tricky to find one. So I'll try to do a video of this one more in depth, and maybe even sort of like a plan with me. If any of you guys watch planner videos on YouTube like I do, you'll know what a plan with me is. If you don't and you want to fall down the rabbit hole of watching people plan their weeks, then search plan with me on YouTube. Anyway, so I'll probably do that to go more in depth so you can see if you like it, and I'll also show the other size as well. It's the smaller pocket one, but I'm really excited about this. This, I believe, comes out in August. I will have a link down below for pre-order. Let's see, next up is dun, 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 The Positively Present Guide to Life, How to Make the Most of Every Moment. This is my book that I love. It's my first published book. This is my first like in the bookstore, like Barnes & Noble book. So I love it and I'm obsessed with it. It came out last March, so it's still relatively new, but I'll tell you, and I'm not at all biased, it's definitely timeless. So the book focuses on 5 different sections. It focuses on, I don't know if you can kind of see the contents here, focuses on home, on work, on relationships, on love, and during times of change. So the whole premise is how to be positively present during these times in your life, because we all have, you know, good times and bad times, and how to stay positive and how to stay mindful and in the moment when things are difficult or when they're good. It focuses primarily on the positively present principles, which are laid out in the book right here. But you'll see there's lots of great content in the book, similar to what I was talking about in the diaries in terms of actionable advice. We've got this little box here in a lot of the sections, and it says apply it. So you can take some of the stuff that's in here, and here's how you can apply it. And one of the really cool things about it is there are PDFs on DannyDePiro.com, which you can also access through positivelypresent.com, but I'll link that below, where you can just print them out and use them like little worksheets. So it's kind of like a bonus to the actual book. Obviously you could, everything is made to be really, really easy, so you could just write on a piece of paper too if you don't like want to go print it out, or you don't have a printer, because I feel like printing is kind of old school. Also, the thing I love about this book that I think makes it so unique is that it has quality content. I mean, I think that because I wrote it, of course, but in-depth content along with beautiful visuals, aka illustrations that I drew. But I think what's cool about this is you usually get either something that's more illustrated and fun, which can still be inspiring. I love books like that. Or you get something that's more serious with actionable items, but you rarely get both together. And that's what I think is so cool about this book, because you've got the illustrations, but you've got a lot of content. This is one of my favorite pages. Be someone who makes you happy. Don't look for your happiness in other people. It's a waste of time. I love this book, obviously, because I wrote it, but it's a great one. It also is a great gift, and I feel like the way I tried to write it is accessible to all kinds of people, whether you're young or old. Even though there's a section on work, you could take the lessons from that and apply it to school or college if you're younger. So yeah, that is my book. There it is. All right, on to the last two things, which kind of go together. So I have 4 books coming out this year. These 2 are actually already out in the UK, but not in the US. In the US, they'll be out in September, but they are available for pre-order, and I'll link that down below. So I have these 2 books, and there's also 2 more. One is on compassion and one is on forgiveness, and they all are so pretty. I love, love, love them. This is the gratitude one close up. And the coolest thing about these, well, it's not the coolest thing, but I love it. The pages are like colored. I love that. I wish all books had that. How cool would that be? But I love these. These are perfect little gift books. They're great as gifts. They're great for yourself. I just love them. So this is gratitude. This is living in the moment. Here's living in the moment up close. So I'll show you a little bit about what's going on in these books. There are lots of quotes, which I love quotes, about the subject. And one of the things that I love about these is that when it comes to little gift books, particularly in the self-help space or inspirational space, a lot of times it'll be very broad, like be happy or something, but these are so specific, and all of the content, again, it goes a little bit more in depth than you would kind of think with something that's small like this, which is what I really like about it. You can really kind of get into it. It gives you ideas of how to take the lessons and concepts from the quotes and apply them to your life, and it also has little bits of inspiration as well. But I love how focused they are. So this one is completely on gratitude, and so it has tons of quotes on gratitude. Here is one, and then after the quote, there's some inspiring words on this side, and then over here there's a little bit of a breakdown of the quote and a little bit more detail, sort of think about it more deeply. Then here is a suggestion that you can do based on the quote, and then sort of an affirmation, a way to think about the quote and kind of keep it in mind that's like easy to remember. And then at the back of the books there are a bunch of top 10 lists, so you can get some really quick, easy inspiration how to be, grateful at work. They're very specific, so you can kind of quickly go there as a reference. If you're like, I'm really struggling to be grateful in a certain area of your life, you can just pick this up. Or another great thing for using this book would be to put it by your bed or something and read it every night or every morning. I know a lot of people like to have a gratitude practice, so you could kind of incorporate this into that and use the quotes for inspiration. And then living in the moment, which is the last thing I have to show you guys today, is the exact same layout, and I love how they're all kind of connected and they look so pretty. Look at how they look on the shelf, like next to each other. And then there's the compassion is orange, and the forgiveness is purple, so they're gonna look so pretty. So yeah, this is the same thing. We've got the beautiful quotes in the pretty teal color, and the top 10 list, and then some more information, details on how to live in the moment. So that is all the stuff I have. I also have, and I'll link this down below, my first enamel pin coming out, which is really exciting. If you guys like collecting pins, I know that they're very trendy right now, but I just love them, and so I designed one, and I am giving 50% of the proceeds from the sale of the pin to the educational fund to stop gun violence, and I'll leave a link down to the blog post on that so you can hear more about it, because that's not the point of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything else you'd like to see me talk about, please leave me a comment or message me on social media, and I'll definitely do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.